Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Matt with Olympus Reptiles, and today is a day that always makes me nervous. Today, we're going to cut open the first clutch of the season, hopefully see all live babies and see what we got. It's kind of an interesting clutch because it is a champagne to calico, so I probably will not be able to recognize the calicos when they're still in the egg, as that's a snake you got to kind of look at to see a lot of times, and we probably won't see enough of those to know what we have for sure. So we're really hoping to see some champagnes and a bunch of alive snakes. But before we get to the cutting, a lot of you watched the previous video where we were requesting you to help us name the snake. And I'm excited to give the shout out to Stevie Reptiles with the name Titus, selected by camera guy Kurt. So now we officially have a Titus, and a big thanks to Stevie Reptiles for making that suggestion. Alright guys, let's go ahead and cut. A few things I did off camera you didn't see is I disinfected my table. I disinfected my suture scissors. I want everything clean because we're going to be opening eggs. I also disinfected myself from about here to here and down. So that way we're clean. You'll see the eggs do not look like they did originally. They've all kind of sunken in. We're about 50 plus days in. That one you'll see we have some right on inner C. I could see pattern on that baby. I'm convinced it's either a normal or a calico. That one's not going to have champagne. The rest of them I couldn't tell. So I'm going to turn this a little bit. Let's get to work. What I like to do is just pinch the spot in the egg, kind of roll it, try to make sure I don't have any veins in the way, push everything down, and then we make a really small clip. We don't want to cut the snake, we're not in a hurry here. You may get a little bit of blood sometimes, not a big deal. You don't want to hit a major vein. And I like to make just a little triangular cut in here. Gonna hack that thing open. And as you can see, right there's a baby. Oh, he just reacted to touch. He is definitely alive. I honestly think that's probably going to be a calico, but I can't tell for sure. When I'm looking at it, as you can see, it looks like there's no color right there. I bet after the first few sheds I'll turn more white. And you can see that reaction. That is a live, healthy baby. So far, 1 for 1. All right, let's keep our way working around. Again, I'm not ready to say that's a calico. I'm hopeful. Do the same thing, and I like to start that really small clip because the last thing I want to do is get in a hurry and nick the reptile. You can see I'm pulling up a little bit as I cut. We're trying to get just mostly shell. Like I say, if you get a little blood, no biggie, but you do want to avoid any large veins if you can. What do we have here? That looks rather interesting, so we can get a little bit better look. I'll pick this up a little bit. That looks to have champagne in it. Now, this is the first baby champagne I've ever personally seen, so I'm really kind of surprised at the color. But you can see that is certainly not a normal. Kind of a different look than what I expected, so it's interesting. Much darker. I was expecting more of a, like the mom's color, and that's a little bit awkward. Exciting, but that's definitely not a normal. There's definitely champagne in that. Color is one of the last things to develop too, so that can still change a little bit. Let's try another one. So far we know we got at least one with champagne in it. Now this looks to definitely have champagne. That was more what I was looking for right there. And you can see what I'm talking about. It does look different. There's definitely a champagne there. So we're 2 for 3 right now. Did you get a good look at that? Sorry about that. 2 for 3. So far we're looking good. We should have at least 3 snakes with, well, at least. The odds would be 50% would have champagne. So the odds would say 50 would be 3 of these eggs would contain champagne. So we're really looking for a 2 gene, which I probably won't be able to tell till after the shed, which would be the champagne calico. There's not a lot of images of just champagne calico floating out there, so I'm really not even, you know, going to be pretty cautious about calling that till I'm sure. Whoa, there's another champagne. That's 3 champagnes. We can give that a little touch. There's movement in there. Movement in there. 3 alive. 3 champagnes out of 4 eggs. I'm going to turn this a little bit to work. I'm going to make the camera guy get a workout because I want it more comfortable for me. So if I'm not giving you the best angle, I do apologize. But honest to God, guys, I love all of you that watch us. I really do. But I'm much more worried about the baby snakes than you. So these are also curved scissors. I don't know if you noticed that. I really like these. They do kind of make a jagged cut, but it allows me to keep the tips pointed up so I'm not accidentally stabbing any little babies. While we're finishing this up, we can kind of talk about cutting. Some people don't do it, some people do. Obviously, I'm a cutter. Let's be completely honest with ourselves. A big reason why I cut is because I'm not patient. That's the truth, man. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you all the scientific behind it. I have found one that was wrapped up in an umbilicus I was able to untwist. So I very well probably saved a baby last year by cutting. So, you know, I'm a cutter. People like to wait till they pip. I can already tell you I think this is a good egg. I'm having a hard time getting the angle I want on it. Cutting. Oh, we found a little nose. And that right there has definitely got champagne in it too. One thing you can see is how the blood vessels have dropped. That means these eggs were close to pipping on their own. So there's definitely a live in there. Perfect. So that's 4 champagnes out of 5 eggs. Can we get 5 out of 6? Can we do it? What we'll do when we open these up is we're going to put them back in the incubator when we're done. And they'll stay in there until these guys crawl out on their own. By the time we post this video, we probably will have some snakes that have already crawled out. So that'll be exciting. Oh, we're going to be good. That's another champagne. So I don't know if we hit any doubles or not. I'll know when they come out. And that one's alive and well too. But guys, that is 5 out of 6 champagnes. That kicks ass. And for that, we're going to do a little celebrating with some actual champagne. We're going to do it in great redneck style in mason jars because we are not fancy here at Olympus. But I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you're as excited as I am. 5 champagnes out of 6 eggs is phenomenal odds. Maybe the rest of my season will be that good. God, I really hope so. Thanks for watching. I can't wait to show you these babies when they crawl out.